Bubble chain 100,000. Ran it up in public housing. Niggas pussy run the rouser. Fuck with me.
Yo. You already know what time it is. Time for another episode of Sorry If I Offend You. You know, I know y'all like my little philosophical entry because sometimes I like to be knowledgeable. I don't always bullshit all the time. Today I have in the building with me the one, the only DIRTBAG, King DIRTBAG, actually, to be exact. Give him a round of applause, you know, all that good shit. You just don't know I got the sound for you.
I know.
Yeah.
I figured you did on the board.
I got you. You got a little bit of crowd action or whatever. DIRTBAG, what you been up to?
Chilling. Working. Trying to get over. I got sinuses like you would never know. So I thought for the last couple of days I had the flu or I had COVID or some shit. Then I realized it's only my nose stuffy. But I'm like, wait a minute. I never had allergies before. And then
That's Florida.
Right, and everything is covered in yellow. So I'm like, I wonder if I got allergies. So I went to the doctor. Sure enough, I got allergies.
Yeah, honestly, I've been here damn near my whole life, and I don't have allergies. But something about when you get older, shit just starts happening that didn't happen to you before. Man. I feel like I have allergies now. This shit doesn't make sense.
Your body changes.
Is that what it is?
In New York, I never had. I think every 7 years, your allergies change.
What?
Every 7 years or something like that. Something I just know for some reason.
You just made that shit up.
I'm dead serious. Every 7 years, it changes.
Every 7 years.
Yeah.
You just all of a sudden something different.
Something changes. Like you can have boom. When I was little, I used to be allergic to oranges, and I'm not allergic to them anymore.
How you know?
Because I used to get rashes all in my mouth, and I used to break out of hives when I ate them. You
know how else you can get rashes on your mouth?
What?
Just guess.
Eating dirty coochie?
No. Well, yeah, actually, that shit you would know.
Never happened before.
But nah, it's not that. It's when you basically if somebody is eating dead bodies and then you make out with them, you can get sores on your mouth.
What? What do you mean eating dead bodies?
Like if somebody is would it be a
cannibal?
A carnivore. But a cannibal, yes. If someone is a cannibal and they're eating human flesh or doing weird shit with human flesh and then you make out with them or you have sex with, they have sex with dead bodies and you have sex with them, you literally will you'll develop hives and shit around you.
First of all, who knows that?
TikTok.
That is the most. First of all, in order to find that information out, you would have to a doctor would have had to examine somebody who ate dead bodies.
Basically, it's like a fungus that grows. So what they do is they test the fungus and then they figure out where the fuck the shit stems from. And the only type of fungus you can get that from is from dead bodies. You learn something new every day, for real.
I don't want to. Who wants to? I don't want to know that.
Literally, okay. So I just seen. I don't know how this happens to people, but it does. What would you do if that happened to you?
If I got a bacterial infection from someone eating a dead body?
Okay, you won't know until you go to the doctor. So if it happened, let's just say you make out with a girl or whatever, at the club. I'm trying to figure out. I'm putting you in your zone. Let's say you day drink, you lose your mind.
Okay.
You find a shorty, whatever, you make out with her. Cool. You go home, everything's fine. The next day, your shit's kind of red. You're like, okay. The next day, it starts forming, I don't know, little bubbles. Like blister type shit.
Like cold sores type of shit.
Yeah.
Okay. And
then you're like, fuck. Are you going to the doctor or not? Be truthful, because men don't like to go to the doctor.
Probably not. If it's just cold sores or something, I would just assume that,
You would just, what are you
I never had a cold. You know what? I will go to the doctor because I never had a cold sore before. And a cold sore to me is automatically herpes. It is herpes.
No, it is herpes.
It is herpes.
It's a form
herpes
of herpes.
Simplex 1.
It's you ain't had it, but you know the name.
Yeah, everybody. But everybody has herpes.
Yeah, no, for sure. But it's a different. What is it? It's a curable. Is that what it is?
No, herpes is not curable. It's treatable.
Saying the version treatable.
Right, you got mouth herpes or you can have genital herpes.
Right. Okay.
But everybody got some. Everybody, 1 in 3 people got it.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily. It's not necessarily sexual.
I know. I got that. Yeah. Are you telling me or yourself?
I don't got it. I'm good to have none of them.
But if you so you're not going to the doctor. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go to Walgreens and pick up some. What's the cold sore medicine?
Blistex or one of them shits.
Is it not Aleve?
Abreva.
Abreva.
Okay.
So I'm asking you. That's
I'll probably go get a breather.
Okay, and then the shit doesn't go away. What are you doing?
Doctor, for sure.
Okay. What are you telling the doctor?
Well, I would assume the chick gave,
automatically you're gonna take it back to you making out with somebody.
Yeah, because that's rare for me personally. I don't make out with nobody in the club. That's disgusting.
But you did.
We make out in the car after the club, but we ain't doing nothing in the club.
In the car after the club is different?
I'm not doing nothing publicly.
I seen somebody get their ass ate against a car. You doing that? Is that next level? That's for wifey or that's nobody?
That's no. I eat some ass, but not outside.
That's dirty. That's the next
for
level.
Sure.
What about do you get your ass ate?
No.
No. Why?
No. All right. Here's my problem with it. Right. First of all, what position is your body in when she's doing it as a man?
What?
Because for her to have full access to for your asshole as a man, you have to position your body. You got to be either on all fours or legs up in the air.
Okay, so if you had a choice, hypothetically, if you had a choice, what would be your go-to? Turned around?
I'm not doing either one. I'm not doing either one.
I'm just saying. Just think about it. Think about it. If you did like it, what's your go-to? Legs up or ass?
I don't know. I'm not doing either one. I'm not fucking with that shit.
Just be hypothetical. Come on.
Hypothetical? I would say on the back, legs out. You know what I'm saying? Hypothetical.
Wait, like doggy style?
Yeah, but come on.
Oh, okay.
On all fours as a dude, that's wild.
On all fours or bent against the bed?
You bugging.
On all fours. You got to put an arch in your back for it. No?
Nigga bugging. Like a dude on his foot. Come on, son. It's either thought of it. First of all, I think the chick is nastier though. For doing it,
I think that the best way, and I don't eat ass. I don't eat ass.
That's what I was about to ask you.
No, I don't. Do I get my ass ate? Yes.
You should.
As I should, right? But I don't eat ass. For me, I feel like I'm just what the fuck I look like eating ass. Like what the fuck do I look like eating your ass? I don't think that's.
I think here's the only exception for stuff like that. Like even for me, like a dude like requesting to do anal with a woman, right?
Anal or getting the ass ate?
No, for a dude requesting to put in her butt. Like,
what do you think that says about someone? Do you do that?
If she asks, yes, I have twice. I only did it twice in my whole life, twice. But she gotta ask. I'm never
asking.
Yeah, I think that shit is sus.
Is it? Why is it sus?
All right, here's first of all, because how you gonna choose? If you come on, like. Nothing in the world feels better than pussy. Nothing feels better than that.
For me, like I haven't tried anal because I don't want to shit different. Like I just don't want to shit different.
That's one of my fears of it. But also
of you shitting different.
No, of her.
Okay,
no, of her shitting on me.
Oh,
because listen, I have kids. I have kids, right? So look.
So you're gonna clean it up?
No. Let me get to the small point. I got kids, right? So when my kids get constipated as babies, you put a suppository, and suppositories are very small. So, and if that little thing could make you poop, imagine what I could do. I'm just saying.
Okay.
The small,
like, where are we getting with this?
The smallest guy is bigger than a suppository.
Okay.
So if a suppository inserted can make you poop, imagine what a penis is doing. It don't belong
probably
in there.
Make you shit, yeah.
Yeah.
But I see that people who plan it out literally will, what do you call it? They'll do like a fucking laxative.
They'll plan throughout the day.
Yeah, they plan it.
But look at all that
weekend.
just to get fucked in the ass.
Shit,
Listen, the only way a guy's saved from not being labeled sus to me, if he requested it, is one, he's on drugs. Two, he's been with her for mad long and they just want to do something new. Or three, she asked.
True.
Other than that, if you would do like, yo, let me put in your butt, like what? Like,
yeah, it's supposed to be tighter. So, not supposed to be. I know that
must be.
At this point in my life, I feel like I'm having the best sex that I can because I'm not scared to, or not necessarily that I'm not scared, but that for the most part, the person that I'm having sex with and me are comfortable with each other, that we're telling each other, hey, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. Or if I don't like something, I'm a little more comfortable to say, hey, stop. But when I was younger, like when I had bad experiences of getting head, I didn't know how to tell someone like, hey, this shit fucking sucks. Because how do you tell somebody that?
I'm glad you mentioned it. You don't. First of all, you don't tell a person. You don't tell them. You don't tell them it's
You just
bad.
stop fucking with them.
No. You don't do that either. You teach them.
How?
All right. So boom. This is how I teach a woman to give me head properly. But at the same time, she has to be attentive. She has to be paying attention. Okay. So if she's not paying attention, it's gonna be trash.
Do you show her with the banana?
No, I don't do all that. So boom. Sometimes women do too much. Right.
Okay.
First of all, if a man does a repetitive stroke, eventually he's gonna orgasm. He's gonna come. Right. So head should be the same thing. First of all, and it's different reasons you give head. Sometimes you give head, a woman to give you head so you could come. Sometimes a woman give you head just to get you aroused so you can fuck. Right? The head to come is usually like in a car or when you're on your period. Like you don't get that kind of head
all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
So
that's,
you know what I'm saying?
Situational.
Right. So I get it. You doing a little too much, like going a little wild with it. If it ain't for me to come. But if you're trying to make me come, you ain't gotta do too much. Like just keep going straight. Don't get no teeth involved.
Hey, never any teeth involved, please.
But if you do, make sure it's nice and like a little brush. Like a little brush. Don't
like a little bit of teeth, not just.
You got big teeth, so you gotta be careful.
I did not. First of all, my teeth are regular size.
Do you think so?
Your teeth are bigger than mine.
I have the little teeth in the world. Your teeth look like shit. You got some big ass teeth.
I do not have big teeth.
They nice.
They're big.
Huge.
Huge is a big word.
I'm saying why your teeth are big because they all this like they're like there's no size difference. Like your front teeth are the same size as your side. They all the same size.
Is that? I thought that's how your teeth are supposed to look.
No.
Oh fuck.
And that's your real teeth too. That ain't veneers.
Yeah.
It looks like veneers.
Oh, thank you.
You have pretty teeth.
I thought that was an insult coming, but he basically said I had the horse veneers.
You have really nice teeth.
Thank y'all. Actually, that's a compliment that I get a lot, and I'm like,
that you have veneers. If people say you got veneers, then that means your teeth look good. That's what it means.
I had braces for 4.5 fucking years. My teeth,
your teeth are like
good.
perfect. Like they're all like line up. So look.
Thank you. That's a little bit of him being a dickhead than being nice, but you know.
Right, it's called an underhanded compliment.
Yeah.
Capricorn shit.
Backhanded.
Yeah. What's your sign?
Underhanded, backhanded, all the same shit. I'm a Cancer. You're
really?
a Capricorn, I'm a Cancer.
Oh, you
know
sensitive.
what I say about what?
You a crybaby. You a crybaby.
I think I'm a savage.
You a crybaby.
Sometimes I'm a crybaby, but I think a lot of the times, like, misunderstood is more the word. I have high emotions.
Well,
if
I
I'm
don't
angry,
mean
I'm
crybaby
very...
as in, like, figuratively speaking, like you cry a lot. I think y'all live in your feelings. Like if feelings was a town, you'll live there. Feelingsville, population, you, and every other Cancer. My daughter's a Cancer, and me and her stay at it because of her feelings.
I feel like, look, I feel like, but honestly, me being older, I think that I step away from my feelings in a lot of shit, especially with like business. I try to think of not to take things personal anymore.
That's the problem with it.
What, taking things personal?
Yes.
I take a lot of things personal, and I try not to, and it has helped me throughout life.
It's not an attack on you, like, you know what I mean? It's not the world hasn't conspired to destroy you.
He just said I had big ass teeth, but it's not an attack on me. Thank you. I appreciated the.
But that's they're pretty. They're nice teeth.
And I didn't take it personal. I waited because I knew a compliment was gonna follow.
Right. No, it was a compliment the whole time.
Oh, the big teeth part.
You have big, pretty teeth.
Oh, thank you. Right.
You have a photogenic smile.
Aw, thank you. You want to take a picture of me? You want to take a picture of me? Put it as your screensaver.
I got a fire picture of you actually. You took it in my throne. And I think you holding my guns.
I did have a picture, and I was gonna post it, and I was like, this is a little hot. But it's fire.
That picture's fire.
The pictures are fire. I ain't gonna hold you. But yes, I'm a Cancer. I will say though, I'm gonna note this,
you
y'all.
June or July?
What? June. Oh, July.
July.
I almost lied. That's a thing I do accidentally a lot.
What?
Lie.
It's not an accident then. It's just.
It is an accident. We were too busy getting in combo. This is my second cup of this wine, so I accidentally said June. But
that right there, that'll put me to sleep.
This right here will get me in my mood.
Really?
Yes.
I can't fuck with red wine.
I fuck with red wine. It depends though. Like if the sun is out and I got red wine, I'm in a vibe.
You ain't gonna take a nap later?
No, I don't take naps.
That not me neither. But that right there.
Yeah, no, I don't take naps. If I take a nap, it's because I day drink and I'm fucking dead. I'll take a nap and I wake up at night and I'm like, ugh. When I was younger, I'd be able to push out the rest of the night. Now, if I day drink and I take a nap, I'm waking up showering again and going either like chilling.
The good thing about red wine is it's really good. I remember I was going through really bad anxiety. The doctor told me drink some wine, some red wine. It's good for your blood pressure.
Calm you. It calms you. It makes you feel good.
Even pregnant women can drink a cup of red wine
glass,
a day.
I think, right?
A day. A day.
You know a lot about what pregnant women can and can't do. Yeah. The what do you call it? Is it unanimous?
What?
Is that the word? The unanimous? That's like a lot of people know? Or that's a humanitous? I'm trying to think.
Unanimous? I never heard that word before.
You haven't heard of unanimous?
Unanimous?
Yeah, I honestly think I'm using it wrong. I think it means like when there's no stern decision.
Oh, it's no secret. It's always no secret, like everybody knows.
Like it's no secret.
They got a lot of kids?
Yeah, you got hella kids.
Oh, everybody know that.
You what, 4 kids?
6.
This is Nick Cannon.
Original, before Nick Cannon.
This is before that.
But Nick Cannon got babies. Like my kids are grown.
How do you deal with having a bunch of kids at your age? Because I feel like you're not that old. I know you're not old. You still got a little,
Yeah, I got.
You're old enough to have the baldy.
I got him out, but I've been bald since I was 23.
Was it the hairline or a choice?
It was a little bit of both. Like it wasn't a hairline.
It's never a little bit of both. If the hairline
so I had dreads. I had long dreads.
Oh, nah. Can I see a picture of that?
No,
I need to see a picture of that.
I had long dreads, but no facial. I looked completely different. I was really skinny with long dreads.
I can't even picture that.
Yeah, super skinny with long hair. And my mother was twisting it one day. And my mother was like, yo, your hair is getting a little thin in the middle. So I'm like, the fuck out of here. But I also was going through with my wife at the time, my ex-wife.
Oh, you been married?
Yeah, I got married.
What year did you get married?
2001.
How old were you?
20.
20. Okay.
Yeah, I got married and I got divorced at 23.
2001, you were 43.
I'll be 43 this year.
Okay, look at you. See my math? Yeah. That shit was quick.
Yeah.
She went to college.
I look young as fuck though.
You do look young. I will. Cheers to that. Cheers to looking good always. Right. Hey, it's the melanin.
But that's bullshit. I think I would tell people this: 3 things keep you young: sex, water, and smiling.
Smiling, yes. I heard that you use more. Is it you use more muscles to frown than to smile?
When you're smiling, you're exercising your muscles. When you're frowning, you're straining your muscles.
Okay, and then that's what causes you to have more wrinkles.
Right.
And then water is just good for you.
Yes, you need water. Like
why sex?
Vibrancy. It's proven that the people that have more sex, your endorphins are constantly moving. Dopamine is constantly flowing through your body. When you come a lot, it keeps you youthful.
So is that what you tell people when you're like, I got 6 kids, I'm just trying to stay young?
No, first of all, 4 of my kids
makes sense.
First of all, 4 of my kids are adults.
Actually, I seen your son and your daughter went to prom a couple years ago, no?
Yeah, wow, they're 22 now.
Okay, because I'm like, I remember knowing you and one of your daughters was going to prom, or your son was going to prom.
My oldest about to be 25.
God damn. You know how old I am?
27, 26.
Right on the dot.
27.
My birthday's in July, y'all. It's coming up. Don't forget.
July 6th.
No.
Was I close?
Where the fuck did you get 6 from? You are close, but where did you get 6 from?
Because I know how the signs run.
All right. So what's your second choice?
11th.
No.
All right. Well, I give up. I ain't about to look stupid. Keep guessing like
3rd.
3rd. Okay.
July 3rd, right before the 4th. I was supposed to be a 4th of July baby, and it just didn't happen for me.
I will be a Christmas baby. That happened.
So what do you? You're a Capricorn. You said. When's your birthday?
December 22nd.
You know when my dog's birthday is? Do you know when my dog's birthday is?
No.
December 9th. Not the 22nd. It's December 9th.
He's a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Worst sign of zodiac.
I swear to God, the worst type of zodiac.
It's the worst sign of zodiac.
Horrible attitudes. Very much like spoiled little fucking
They are the definition of a wolf in sheep's clothing.
How do you know so much about zodiac signs?
I just study people.
I have this thing about zodiac signs that I put a name on it, but I don't believe in it. I believe in people being born around the same time, have similar behaviorisms.
I believe in it.
But you do, and I feel like any man that believes in zodiac signs is a hoe.
It's cool.
Any man, and you're laughing. Is it true?
No, that's fine if you believe that. You know.
I just think that you gotta fuck with a lot of bitches to be in the zodiac sign.
I think my sign is that's a fact. My side is real is hoish, but low key, like, first of all, like boom, people always be like, yo, you a hoe. I'm like, well, name one girl I fucked. And
damn,
but
that doesn't mean you're not a hoe. That just means they don't know.
They really be thinking about it like, oh shit, you must be low. I'm like, because if you it's all these associations with different women, but then you don't know, because the woman who I did ain't gonna say nothing.
You think she not?
It's the respect level though, but it's the way I carry myself. Like, nobody's ever gonna blow my spot up, because if you do, I'm gonna make you look real bad.
Why?
Because I'm gonna deny it and make you look like you lying on your pussy.
Why would you deny fucking
for telling my
somebody,
business?
Though?
Don't do that. Like, especially
it's
if you're doing
punishable.
Especially if you're doing it. Yeah, if you're doing it in a spiteful way. Come on.
I don't feel like people are spiteful when to me, I feel like women aren't spiteful when they say who they fuck. I feel like they're claiming almost territory on you if they're being asked who they fucking.
Right, but I haven't had to deal with something like that in a that's
people being territorial.
Yeah, a girlfriend, relationship, but
they should be territorial.
I've never really had to deal with that. Like, I don't even know what that feel like no more to have like drama and shit like that.
Anyway, I feel like people who tell their business and who they fuck or who they're fucking on just want other people to know, so they're completely off limits. So it's not always spiteful. Sometimes it is though. Like, sometimes they find, like, a girl will find out from another friend or somebody that they're associating with that you're fucking them, and they're like, bitch, I'm fucking him too. Who the fuck?
I got a question to ask you. All right.
Ask me the question.
This is pretty dope. And because I wasn't gonna ask this from a bad chick though, right? All your friends are.
Hold on, am I not?
You are bad. But all of your friends are cute too. Like, all the girls you hang with is cute. You don't hang with no ugly chicks, right?
Sometimes I do. I ain't gonna tell y'all who it is, but you'll see.
But first of all your homegirls that you be with, I know them all. So they all is cool and they all good looking, right? So boom, peep this. Say you and your friends, that you're all attractive, but I see you and you're the one I spot. So I come holler at you, right? And you dub me respectfully. Like, you're not being rude. You're just like, not interested, or you got a man for whatever reason, right? So then I'm like, all right, boom, I'm not gonna holler at your friend. Why do girls got a problem with that?
Okay, I'm gonna break down what the problem with that is.
Right.
Let's just be real here. You're trying to fuck with me, right? I was your first choice.
Right.
I ain't want to fuck with you.
Right.
So then you move on to my friend.
Right.
Right. But then let's say you and my friend end up fucking with each other, and she starts to like you. Right. At the end of the day, she was not the first option. So? It doesn't matter.
She don't care about that.
She was not the first option. She don't, like, but you think people don't care, or like you would say from a man's perspective, maybe she wouldn't care about it because maybe men don't care about it, but women do care about it, or at least someone like me. Like, if a dude try to talk to me, then turn around and tries to talk to my friend, or try to talk to my friend, then turn around and try to talk to me, I don't want to fuck with you because I was not option number one. I'm never going to take you serious because you did not want me first. And then if this is my homegirl, she gonna always be like she will always be able to say, and not that she would say it, it's just an ego thing. She can always say, my dude wanted to fuck with her, or you had some type of attraction to my friend. It's weird. It's weird.
But it's weird. All right, so watch this, right? I've done that before plenty of times.
I know you have, because the question came.
Plenty of times. So here's the thing though. The reason, a lot of times, the reason why the man holler at, say boom, I holler at you first, right? You say not interested or whatever, but we still remain cool after that. Like, it ain't no bad blood. Every time I see you, it's high, whatever, right? Your friend was with you when I tried to holler at you. You dubbed me, nothing came of it. Right. We didn't exchange numbers, nothing happened, right? But then I see you with your friend all the time, and then we get a vibe. So forget if she wasn't my first choice. We vibing now. That's usually how it happens. It ain't like you dub me and it's like, okay, well, hey, how about you? Like, that's thirstiness.
To me, I feel like it's for everybody. Like, you literally you make yourself for everybody. If you try to fuck with me, then you try to fuck with my homegirl.
But watch what usually happens. The homegirl is usually with it.
Well, if the homegirl's with it, then the homegirl's with it. But me, myself, I'm never going to fuck with a dude that tried to talk to my homegirl, then try to talk to me. Not on no serious shit.
Okay, but
you could think my friend is cute. You might like her pictures, whatever. But if you have done anything with my homegirl, or genuinely,
no, if you've done anything, well, that's different.
That's weird,
right? No, I get that. If y'all done anything,
so let's say, okay, you're at the club, I'm at a section, whatever. You're at the section next to me. You see me, like you said, you try to talk to me. Cool. I don't say shit to you. You turn around and go to my homegirl and say, let me pour you a shot or whatever, you kicking it with them. She's your second option. I think the biggest reasoning for it is being a second option. If you're not first, then you're fucking last. So that's how I move shit.
But you speaking of ego shit.
Oh well, bitch, so I have a big ego. What are you trying to hit me?
No, watch this. Listen, you blocked out some fly shit like, and then here's what usually happens, right?
It wasn't fly to me.
You dub me, right?
Okay.
Now, your homegirl, she sees how like, yo, you dubbed this nigga, like this nigga is dope. Like, why did you do that? So now you mad. And it's like, yo, you didn't want me.
It's not that, it's not.
Why you gonna block her blessing?
I will say some women are like that. Like, they just W to W, and then when somebody else is like, okay, I want to fuck with him, they see the value in you. Right. I am not that person. So I can't answer that question because I ain't that person. I can answer the question from an ego standpoint because my ego is big as this damn room.
I see things in reverse though. But also, right, we live here in this city, right? In this city, right? The city is
Orlando.
And I'm not even trying to be arrogant, right? My team is elite. Like that has like the niggas I fuck with, every nigga I fuck with got bread. Like so you don't have a choice.
But to fuck with one of us, right?
Right. So no, but that happens.
Okay.
With my squad, like you will notice that. Oh, damn, yo, you fuck well. They'll fuck with the same, and I'm like, well, who else then? Who else you gonna fuck with?
You gonna tag it?
This is not Brooklyn. This ain't New York. You know what I mean? Like we here. We all also from up top. So it's like if you're attracted to a certain type of dude, then that's the type of dude you like. Like chicks who like New York guys kinda only date New York dudes. So if you date a fly New York dude, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna be one of my friends. That's just the way it goes.
I don't believe in dating people in Orlando. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't believe in dating men from the city that I live in. Is that weird? It's not even I don't believe in it. Let me not even say that.
You just haven't met anybody that you got interested in.
Right, here. No. Like I haven't met anybody that I wanted to date here, and I'm at an age where I don't want to fuck around.
Well, here's the issue, right? You known.
I'm what?
You're known.
Oh, I'm popular.
You're popular, so that's a problem. Like, all right, so finding the dude at you popular, you fly, you look good, and you got a lot of dope shit, right? So most women want to date a man that's above her means, right? So the men who are above your means in this city are outside. Like it ain't like they not gonna be low key. But if you go to like New York, Chicago, it'll be those same type of fly dudes are in the house working regular jobs. Like you, I think the type of person you are, because you are Cancer, you got to be the center of attention. You got to be the one everybody know. He got to be low. So that's why you don't date nobody in the city, because you don't want to seem vulnerable.
Is that what? Because I don't want to seem vulnerable? Please read me real quick, because you're on the right track. I
don't think you want nobody to know, like, all right, yeah, oh, you don't want to have like this label of, oh yeah, I hit, like, you don't want to have like a body count in here, because you don't want to come off that way, but it doesn't make you different. You know what I mean? It don't make you a hoe, and if you smash the dude you're interested in the city, that's cap. Why you don't fucking in the city?
That, for me, I feel like I don't want to run into. I guess, like you said, I'm like a known here, so I don't like to run. I don't want to fuck with somebody who fucked with somebody else that I know. I'm cool with a lot of females out here. I don't want to accidentally fuck the same dude that you fucked, because I don't want you to know how my dude's dick is. I'm just being honest. Like, we're never gonna bond over how it was with him. I want whoever I'm with to be exclusively for me. So I think that the options that I have in this,
somebody knows.
It's impossible. Somebody knows, but shit, I don't know them. So technically, ignorance is bliss. I don't fucking know. I don't know them, so I don't care.
But you don't believe in shit just not working, and then they moved on to somebody else? You can't be that territorial.
I am very territorial.
That's crazy.
No, I am very territorial.
So you go outside of the city just so you don't have the luxury, so you won't run into the problem of knowing the other woman?
I just don't want to risk it. It's not even not knowing the other woman. It's more so like let's say I meet a dude out here, cool, whatever. We start dating, shit's cool, whatever. I'm at the club or whatever. I bring this motherfucker out, and my homegirl that I've known for years is like, oh shit, that's Sean. And then she used to fuck Sean 2 years ago.
So you don't have those conversations like, do you have those girls who you like really tight with, like who you share that information with? Like you meet a new dude.
I am cool with a lot of people. I love people. But do I share my business with a lot of people?
Business, no. But every girl got one or two. Like, yo,
no,
I met
for sure. I have
like,
my two best friends that I tell them everything. And I do have really close friends that they know what I want them to know or whatever. So, yeah, I do. But those people are never fucking the people that I fucked. And they never have. Anybody who's ever fucked somebody that I fucked, I'm not going to lie, it's happened to me maybe 3 times since living in the city. And it was people from out of town that came here. Because, of course, they got to come here to be seen and whatever. But I'm not cool with those girls. And I purposely, like, if I am cool with them while I'm fucking with the dude, I'm not cool with them. Like, we ain't got no beef or nothing, but am I liking your pictures or any of that shit? No. We'll never hang out, and I'm not, none of that. We not cool like that.
What's your stance on, like, one-night stands?
Personally, if I'm being truthful, because, you know, I like to do that, I have had one-night stand in my life with, just in college, I had a one-night stand. Did he try to come back and fuck again? Yes. But I personally didn't enjoy it, so I was like, all right, whatever. I don't believe in one-night stands, really. It just happened. Like, it literally was something that, not even accidentally, but no.
That's what it's supposed to happen, really.
I know that is where people say it's supposed to happen, but I've never had a one-night stand on vacation, and I honestly don't believe in one-night stands because I just have never had a one-night stand. I don't know. It's not even that I don't believe in it. I won't even say that. I just haven't.
That's just
I've had it once.
That's just yo, but your sign, Cancers are actually the most faithful of the zodiac.
Are we?
They're the most faithful. Like, y'all really don't cheat like that.
The compliments are rolling in.
Y'all really don't cheat.
Back in it, but they have.
Y'all annoying, but y'all don't cheat.
We're not annoying.
What?
We just like what we like.
Fuck shit.
We aren't annoying.
Whoever listen, but that just because you don't cheat don't make you a good woman.
Shut the fuck up. I feel like the key to being a good woman, in my opinion, is loyalty, honesty, because you got to be transparent. You have to be able to communicate as a good partner, period.
Right.
Because motherfuckers really can't read your mind.
Now watch this. A lot of women say communicate, right? But they say, oh, let's communicate. Really, what that means from a woman's perspective is,
let me talk.
Let me talk and listen to me.
Not even that. I listen to people. I've practiced. I swear to God, like, I really have practiced listening to people because I learned throughout the years what it is to listen to people, especially podcasting and shit. You honestly have to sit back and listen to people because if you don't, you're never going to have a good conversation. It's always going to be one-sided. So I do listen. It may just be me. I might be the only Cancer out here that listens. But I do. You have to try. There has to be an effort when you're communicating to listen. But I think that people misconstrue someone not listening with someone trying to get their point across. You can still listen to the person that's talking and still try to get your point across, but your perception is I'm not listening because I still have the same point.
Well, I think the key is listening to understand, not listening to respond. And that's how a conversation turns into an argument. You know what I mean? Like, you'll have a great conversation. You'll be like trying to converse and get your feelings across and say how you feel. But if a person is responding with bullshit, it's like, yo, did you? Because I find that I find myself in that territory a lot with women. You know what I'm saying? Like, to where I'm arguing to get my point across, and it's like, yo, are you listening to something else? I'm speaking English. Like, what are you responding to? I didn't even say that. So then I digress and I just be quiet, like, because. Here's the thing: a conversation the point of it should be a compromise to me in the middle, not for somebody to win. You know what I mean? So if you arguing to win, then you ain't communicating at all. Like, that's
people
terrible
like
communication.
To win an argument. I feel like an argument is to get to a grounded point, but a lot of times someone likes to be the winner.
Women.
Always has to be.
I don't lose arguments.
You don't lose arguments at all. So do you argue a lot? Yes, you definitely do.
No.
You don't argue a lot.
I don't argue
with how you feel. A lot.
Facts. I'm very confrontational.
Is that a good trait?
Extremely confrontational, huh?
You think that's a good trait?
To be confrontational?
It's New York in you, honestly. It really is.
Yeah, I think. Well, also I came up in that era where I came up in both eras, which is so fucking dope. Because just a couple of years ago, like I said, I was an adult when there wasn't a social media. Mm-hmm. So if you had
when did social media start?
Really, like Facebook came around in like
late 2000s. I feel like.
Right? I was
mid.
I was still in college,
Not
so
late, I guess
it was like 04. But here's the thing.
I had a Facebook.
But it was like it was .edu.
Yeah.
It wasn't .com.
And AOL, that had already. But
AOL had like a chat room. But I was around before phones had caller ID. Like, so if you had an issue with somebody, you dead ass had to confront them.
Yeah,
like,
to catch them.
You had to go knock on their door. If you was cheating and a girl called the crib,
nah, at
like
that age,
they just called.
The way you found out somebody was cheating is through your neighbor.
Right.
Through your fucking neighbor.
So I came up in a beeper era where you had a beeper, no cell phone, you had to go to a payphone and call somebody back. So I grew up in that era. And now with social media, everything seems fake to me. Because even if you got beef with a person, right, nowadays, if you got beef with a person nowadays, you can address it immediately. Right? You can just jump online and just bark back. And that's why niggas be dying mad quick, right? But back in the days, say me and the dude had a beef, I'd probably go like a couple of months without seeing him. So by then, we done calmed down, we didn't see each other. So now I'm over it. Like, we both over it. It ain't smoke no more. So that's why niggas wasn't dying like that back in the days. But now, beef happens too fast. Like, even with dealing with, like, yo, listen, I thought one of my daughters was a hoe. She always
It's gotta be stressful.
She used to always come to me like, Dad, this one guy I talked to, and then one day I said, I'm like, yo, when you be telling about these guys, will it be different dudes?
Or the same one?
And she's like, no, it's different guys. And I said, yo, where are you meeting all these dudes at? And she's like, on Instagram. So I'm like, damn, so when you meeting them at? Because you won't be going nowhere. She's like, no, I never met them. I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Oh, so you're just meeting people you never met?
Physically met them. So young people nowadays, they say I talked to a person, but never met them.
I don't know.
Like, never physically met them. That's how teenagers, I'm telling you, teenagers be saying I fuck with him, but never physically met. And then, because on social media, right. So because on social media you can be anybody you want, right? So I could front like I'm this rich. I could be anybody. I know how to edit very well. I could be anybody I want to be, right?
So watch out for his fucking page.
Nah, fact. You can see how I live for real. So you can be anybody you want, right? So they do that. They put on these fronts. These little girls be acting like they slutty, but they really not. And then you meet them in person, they mad awkward. So that's what they do. So my daughter, she meets these guys online, and then they meet in person, they don't even know how to talk. See, back then, you had to have women tell me I'm intimidating, right? Because they're not used to that. Like, it's like the way I come off is a lost art. Like, it's like you're not used to niggas talking to you and looking in your eyes when they talk to you. Because dudes don't do that shit no more. Niggas be fronting. Because social media has taken away the ability to be human.
I think social media takes away the reality of any situation, because you're in front of a computer screen. You could be whatever character you want to be. So when you actually have to be that person, if that's not who you are, you don't know how to be that person. Because you're like, what the fuck?
That's why I hate TikTok. I hate that shit.
Really?
Let me tell you something.
They about to ban that shit.
Listen, I hope
supposedly.
And I'm going to keep it 1,000. I don't even want to sound like a hater, y'all, because I'm showing the camera right now. Y'all can see my TikTok.
Nah, his TikTok go crazy.
My TikTok is super low. Look. 250,000 followers. 250,000 followers, 3.5 million likes. Each of my videos do over 150,000. Easy. I got mad videos that did over 3 million. I hate TikTok. Let me tell you why. Before TikTok came around, nobody was doing videos. Nobody was doing nothing. They would just, it make everybody think they important. It's like, yo, y'all niggas was nobody before this shit, because Instagram, you really got to do your thing. TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. You really gotta perform, put on a show, and have some kind of talent. TikTok taking away, like you got little
It's
kids.
a hashtag.
Yo, it's niggas on TikTok with missing half of their face, chicks 300 pounds, and I'm looking at people in the comments like, oh, you're so beautiful. And I'm like, yo, why y'all lying to these
I
people?
feel like it's the not the same thing or whatever, but it's the acceptance that's going around. The LGBTQ plus all that shit.
I
think
all
everyone.
that shit. Not the LGBTQ.
Hey, listen, we're not saying that, but it's just the fact that they're pushing acceptance. To me, I feel like pushing acceptance is not pushing reality. We all have opinions. We all feel a type of way. So, bitch, I'm going to get my opinion off regardless. You feel like I shouldn't have an opinion, but when y'all are home, same thing with people who, you know, racism, things like that.
Right.
I'm not going to lie, like, a point that I did want to bring with you on the podcast, because you had spoke about it, was culture.
Right.
And language and culture. And you know what I mean by that.
Right.
Certain cultures being able to say certain words.
Right.
To me, in real life, motherfuckers did not care if you were Spanish or black if you're saying the word nigga.
Right.
Let's be real.
Right.
Anywhere you're at, the shit was acceptable.
It depends
My whole entire life, I've never had somebody press me about that shit until
social media.
Until social media, and until late when it was already after 2020. And I will never fight to say, I'll never fight to have to say something. But to me, bitch, you're not gonna beat me. What are you gonna do? Fight me off this shit? Because motherfuckers didn't feel no type of way about Spanish people saying nigga or none of that. And I grew up in New York, bitch. That shit.
That's why.
That's very acceptable.
But that's what it is in New York.
Like, bro, that's what the fuck it is. Like,
it's New York
and anywhere. Honestly, Florida too. Like, people are like that, but social media makes it feel like you can't be who you are because everyone.
They came at Fat Joe.
Like, fuck out of here.
They came at Fat Joe about it. But see, here's the thing, though.
What?
It's a cultural thing, right? So it's not racism. So boom, in New York City, Hispanic and black people got the same struggles. We grew up together. Hip hop, Hispanics and blacks created it together.
The same type of discrimination.
So it's the same shit. We grew up in the same hood, same projects. So you my nigga, you my nigga, you my nigga. It's like that. But when you go other places, like in LA, right? They don't say it out there because it's mostly Mexicans from Mexico. So they got their own words. Essay. They don't say it's a cultural thing. Right, they got their own words. So it's like, hey, I'm Spanish and he's Spanish, but I don't say it. I actually don't even like black people. You see what I'm saying? But that's what it is, it's a cultural thing. And social media has made everybody one big melting pot. And we ignore where people are from, the geographical locations. So you could be a Puerto Rican from Kissimmee that's from Puerto Rico. And you hate black people. But
and that's the thing.
But you also could have a Puerto Rican cousin that live in New York from the Bronx, and he listen to drill music, and he got braids in his hair, and he be like, yo, what's good, my nigga? He talk like that. He grew up with black people. But y'all still love each other the same, but it just but your cousin is racist. He don't like black people. So that's what it is a cultural thing, but they see one Puerto Rican, and because real shit, Puerto Ricans and Kissimmee and all of that don't fuck with black people at all. Like Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico don't fuck with black people. Yeah,
my grandma's from Ponce. And
super racist.
Super racist until we were older.
But black. But got black in them too. Like.
Literally. Got black in them. Part of the black culture.
Dominicans too. They the worst.
Literally look pure black. I have cousins that are
You know where I'm from. You know where I'm from, right? My family.
You're from Panama.
My family's Panamanian.
Yeah.
So look how I look.
Yeah.
Yo, it's Dominicans that look just like me. Like people, like for instance, I got Puerto Rican homeboys, my brothers, I love these dudes. They always saying nigga more than me. And they also do it in front of white people. I'm like, yo, when you get in front of them, don't do that in front of them. And they're like, I'm just talking. I'm like, bro, but you got to understand. They don't see that me and you are of the same culture. What they see is a person who is not black using the word.
So you're a neighbor.
And they feel like, oh, well, I'm not black. And he's saying it, well, then me. That's why I said you got to know and that's where the culture part comes into play, right? So it's like, yeah, we of the same culture, but you got to understand the derivative of certain things you say. Like, you can't just call, like, spick is probably used from Puerto Rican to Puerto Rican in a funny way.
No way.
I'm just saying, like, I've heard Puerto Ricans joke with each other like that. I can't joke like that though with a Puerto Rican because it's automatically an insult, right? Because
you're not in the culture.
Right, to their perception. if I had a Puerto Rican homeboy who I talk to like that, which I do have some Puerto Rican homeboys I talk to like that, another Puerto Rican to walk up and hear me saying that, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, he'll get offended. So boom, me and you from New York, and we like, yo, my nigga, we talking like that, right? And then some pro-black Umar motherfucker walk up from Texas, and he hear you talking like that. Yo, what you just said? You see what I'm saying? So people need to understand that that's the disconnect with some people. But the only thing that remains constant is we're all of this. Anybody who's of a different, who's non-white, right? Anybody who's non-white, we all to some level don't have any power. Our power is limited in this country. You know what I mean? I think our power is limited, period, in the world. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're in your own home country. I think we need to understand our power is limited, and there's a certain level of unity that we should always have. Not band together against the powers that be, but at least have enough wherewithal to know that we got the same struggles to a certain point, and understand where each other's struggles. We got to understand that we all got struggles. And I think that that's what the problem is. Like, even with the whole Asian hate shit, that shit is bullshit to me. I'm like, Asian hate? Nobody more racist than Asians. Nobody.
Honestly, yeah.
We make jokes about it. You know why we make jokes about Asians being racist? Because Asians
like to keep their culture.
Well, here's the thing. Let me tell you what it really is. When you think about the American dream, right? The American dream is from the eyes and the guise of white people. So if you're in China and you want to move to America to pursue the American dream, you're looking at it from the eyes of the successful people. You think they put black successful people or Hispanic?
Spanish, like successful people.
No, they show white people. They show white successful people. So they come over here and they emulate the people who are successful. That's why you see an Asian Asian dude who barely speak English in Publix, motherfucker name tag say Steve or Tom.
Sean.
Yeah, because you want to have a white name.
Yeah.
So they emulate all these white coaches, even in black.
You have an American, I'm going to be honest with you, I did date a lot of Asian men.
Right. Did you? Okay.
That's the whole thing for me.
Well, listen, hold on, let me finish. It don't just stop with them, though, right?
They have an American name. That's the thing.
Right.
Their culture has an American name in their name.
Even Caribbeans.
Okay.
Jamaicans, Barbados, Trinidad, when they move over here, they look down on black Americans.
They do. You're right.
Because they, too, are in pursuit of the American dream. But from what they get is, oh yeah, the black people over there were slaves. Because they let their people be treated like shit. Because remember, there was a time in the 90s, right, when black people finally was able to get our own TV shows. If you think of every black TV show, The Cosby Show, Living Single, Living Color.
What else? Soul Train.
Martin.
Soul Train.
I'm talking about like the sitcoms, right?
Okay,
the sitcoms that portray black families. Full House. Not Full House, Family Matters. What did all the black people have in common? They were very successful. The kids didn't have sex. They didn't do drugs.
Yeah, they were
right. They always showed black people in really high places, because before that, it was like, well, we're not gonna let. When we get to show ourselves to the world, we're gonna show ourselves in positions of power. We're not gonna show ourselves degraded. So it was up until then we wasn't even able to display that. So we voluntarily did not let ourselves be like that. So when the world gets to see these things syndicated, they're going to see it from our perspective. And these are the positive images. But then, so white people are like, all right, that's too positive. Let's get y'all some more money. Let's be ratchet again. So now anything now
yeah, Tubi, Zeus, fucking
I'm talking about that. Then along came reality shows.
Okay.
So now you got chicks.
Bad Girls Club.
Now you got chicks that fucking basketball wife, all this bullshit.
Okay,
now you got
Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, Love and Hip Hop. So now every image of black people you see on TV now is ghetto again. But still, what they'll do is they'll rip off that culture, the fake butts. Now white girls getting fake butts, fake titties, fake lips. They're trying to emulate. They're trying to emulate what black and Hispanic ethnic people look like.
It's for me a big thing is as y'all see, I'm pouring up. But the big thing for me is it's a disrespect of the culture. So where do bamboo earrings and long nails come from?
All that's some black. Listen, that's black girl shit. But the thing about it is they'll take the culture. but then diss the people. They'll fuck the men, but shit on the women. They love some black dick. I do that all the time. I'm like, yo, shout out to all the black. Shout out to all
not even that. Even black men, they will say black men that date white women will date a white woman who has who do their nails a certain way, who do their hair a certain way, who will behave a certain way, but they won't date a black woman. And their excuse is, oh, I just like white girls. No, you like the idea.
You heard a black guy say that before?
Yeah. And I think it's a superiority factor of dating a woman or creating a mixed child. It's the same thing that people like. That's my opinion on it.
I don't think
people value light skin versus dark skin.
Let me speak from a black man's perspective, right?
Okay.
So,
but you're a black man that likes cultured women and also black women, no?
Yeah.
Okay,
hell yeah.
So it's different.
Well, here's the thing, right? I understand who I am as a black man, right? Black
but that's
man,
different. There's a lot of men who has a black man.
No, we understand.
I think men that like black men that only prefer white women don't understand their stance as a black man.
Black men who only prefer white women typically grew up white. They grew up in white neighborhoods.
No, that's a lie.
Ain't no black dudes from the hood.
A lot of black men from the hood that will literally fuck with white women to have mixed babies. It's a thing. That's
some self-hate shit.
That's what I'm saying. But that's the point. I feel like it's a self-hate thing.
Right. Well, I'm speaking from a black.
That you can only date a certain. Even black men that only date Spanish women. I think it's weird that you put a factor on what you would date because of a color and a race.
Well, all right. Let me defend. Let me try to go them niggas shoot them niggas some bail who do that. I grew up in New York City, right? As diverse as New York is very segregated.
For sure.
Very segregated.
You have Little Italy.
I'm from Bed-Stuy.
Chinatown.
I'm from Bed-Stuy.
Okay, so you definitely.
It switched up, right? Oh, Bed-Stuy fly. So Bed-Stuy, it was. Now it's gentrified. But Bed-Stuy is black. Black neighborhood. East New York, black neighborhood. Brownsville, black neighborhood. So there's some Puerto Ricans sprinkled around there. But that's it. You ain't getting nothing else.
You're not getting Dominicans and shit like that. People don't really.
You got to go to Washington Heights for the Dominicans, LES for the Dominicans.
Dominicans in New York are separate.
They live
from
in different neighborhoods.
They live in their own space. Corona, that's its own spot.
So when I moved to Florida, all of a sudden, it's all these Dominicans, Puerto Rican, Colombian, Brazilians. And they love black dudes. So now I'm like, oh shit, I'm diversifying my portfolio. Like,
I got culture.
I'm all over. So, but I understand who I am as a black man. When I say what I mean is, most black men have options that other men don't have, right? Because black men are the most desired men. Period. The most desired men. Like black men can get any race of woman he want.
I think black men are very diversified. There's not just one. I feel like black men, just like other cultures, come in different colors.
Right, but there's been stereotypes about us, right? So for the most part, and we like for instance, like if you look at even other men do things to be black. Like if you go to bodybuilding competitions, they bronze their skin. Because muscles look better on darker men.
In bodybuilding culture, they feed a lot on darker skin.
Right, because muscles are more defined. So. And then already, black men, we're bigger and stronger than most other men. We got deeper voices. We more manly. Like we look younger. So a lot of that, and we were bred that way though. Like slavery did that.
Oh, for sure.
Slavery did that. So you bred somebody over and over again.
You were more expensive.
Like black, like we don't even, like a lot of dudes don't even work out. Like we got 6-packs nationally. White men be 35 or bent over. We 50 looking like this.
Bananas and
looking
shit.
Crazy. So as a black man, when you know you at the pick of the litter, you like, I can get whoever I want.
Right.
So it's not a lot of times that, I only go for. And then a lot of times we date in our tax bracket.
Okay.
Right? And you date in wherever you live. So if I lived in LA, right? And then my comedy career skyrockets. And people be like, damn, all these black guys are marrying white women. It's like, oh wait, what do you want me to go back to the hood? What do you want me to do? So if there are some very successful black women, very successful Hispanic women.
I think a lot of very successful cultured women have this masculinity about them that men don't.
They use money and they attribute money to attraction. So they say, oh, money it gave me the wherewithal to be a bitch. And it's like, yo, no, that's not the power is in how feminine you are. Yo, let me school the chicks on something real quick. Your femininity is not a weakness. It's a weapon. You arguing with a dude, right? We're stupid. No matter how smart we are, we're dumb, right? So you argue me, right? Say you argue me, right? You got really nice lips, right? So you argue with me, right? And I'm getting heated, right? And you just get in my face and while I'm yelling, kiss me on the lips, right?
It's over with.
Immediately the argument's over with.
Yeah.
Cause I'll be like, what the fuck? I'll be so confused as to why you did that. So, but a lot of women will take the 30 minutes, the hour to match that masculine energy, then take the 30 seconds to diffuse, to detach, right? So this is why women get mad when they be like, oh yeah, hoes is winning. Yeah, they are. You know why? Because hoes understand
their place.
They understand the way to get what they want is to please the man. Because really, think about a prostitute. Watch this.
That irritates me.
Watch this though. Think about a prostitute, right?
Okay.
Their job is to please you, but their end result is getting money out of it, right? They're getting the money out of it. So the man will go to the prostitute, he'll go to the hoe, because the hoe is no headache. It's like she's there to comfort whatever he got going on. She don't give a fuck about whatever his life is. But at the end of the day, she get her bread and she go do it to the next nigga. But a lot of women don't. So here's my thing, right? What's wrong with your girl being like that?
I personally feel like, just in my experience, when you allow people to continuously do something to you and you don't put your foot down and you don't give that same, like, essentially masculine energy back, like, I'm not putting up with that shit.
You break up then. Break up.
You have to break up. But I'm saying, like, a lot of men will do what they, like, people, not even just men, like, people will do what they can do to you till they can't do it to you no more. And I think women, successful women, strong women, deflect on allowing that to happen by putting their foot down, and now we're labeled as, oh, you're hard to deal with.
But what's putting your foot down, though?
Putting your foot down is not allowing that shit to happen again. Same thing where I don't share.
Give me an example.
I don't share, like, with new relationships. I don't share past trauma with them,
right? Because
I don't want them to know what I allow. I just think that women a lot of times get away with things, and it's fair. It's fair.
Why? 'Cause you got a pussy? That's why.
Yeah, basically, we have to take dick, so we get to take all the other shit that.
Listen,
women are supposed to be nurtured.
That's why certain things is cool. Like I was talking about this the other day. Like a woman could key your car, break all your windows out. She was in her feelings, and it's understandable. She was mad. But what if a man do the same shit? He's a psychopath.
Okay, I disagree. I think that you should not put your hands on somebody else unless you want them to put their hands on you. Right. I think you should not touch people's shit unless you want them to touch your shit. I don't think that y'all should react the way you do, and it also takes time. We spoke about this off camera. Maturity,
right?
Learning life lessons, maturity, things like that. You should not listen. If somebody touches my brothers, I tell them whoop their ass. Any woman key my car, break my windows, you're going to jail. Go to jail. You shouldn't. I'm calling the cops on you. You should not be doing that. No, but what I'm saying is, in pop culture in general, we find it's a feminine thing to do that as a guy. It is. That's some hoe shit. For sure. But what I'm saying is, shit like that's the double standard that we're comfortable with, right? No, but it shouldn't be, though, is what I'm saying. I get another double standard that the world is not comfortable with. What is it? Watch how fucked up this is, right? A woman gets pregnant, right? I get you pregnant, right? You can go get an abortion, right? And your reason is, I'm not ready to be a parent. Nobody's gonna frown like, well, she wasn't ready. But you get pregnant and you keeping it, and I'm like, I'm not ready to be a parent. I'm a deadbeat now. You can make the decision to not be a parent, but I can't. That's the double standard nobody argues with. What's the difference? The difference is that you should never nutted in her. What? You should have never nutted in her. You let me nut in you, though. Okay. And that's an argument we're always gonna have. But I think that if you're not ready to be a parent as a man, if you're not sure that the woman is not to be a parent, for the record, every man got a weak pull-out game. Every man got a weak pull-out game. Every man? I don't think so. It's not porn. You're gonna get at least a drop in there. On porn, niggas pull out 5 minutes before, them niggas come on cue. Like, can't do that in real life. Fuck that, I ain't doing it. In real life, there's a lot of plan B's involved, or if you strapping up, you coming in the condom. But
Come on, everybody got a weak pullout game. And I'm very potent, so it only take a.
I know you potent.
Potent, okay. I done defeated Plan Bs. I done defeated what you call them shits? IUDs. Depots. I done went through all that. That ain't nothing. I'm like my dad. My shit's strong. Like you, shit.
Fertile
as hell.
I just feel like, to me, but you know that at the end of the day, as a man, you have the strength in creating a kid.
For sure.
So you have to pull out. My thing is, I think people are deadbeat when they intentionally nut in a woman and say, oh, whatever. And y'all, maybe the girl locks her legs around you and you nut and you're
yes, that happens.
And then she gets pregnant. No, and then she gets pregnant and then you don't want to be a father. Why did you nut in her then?
No, but what I'm saying.
Why did you nut?
See, we can't go backwards. We're going forwards, right?
But the whole.
What I'm saying is, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
I got you pregnant. You're pregnant. We both participated in that activity. We're both guilty of that.
So you think that
equally.
Women that have the,
but what
and
I'm
I agree
is,
with you. Do you think that women that have, if a man tells them, hey, I'm not ready to be a father, I don't want a parent, and then they're like, fuck that, I'm still going to have the kid, do you think the woman is selfish?
No, I'm thinking she make a decision that she want to make.
But she has to live with that, right?
But there's certain instances where the man don't want her to get the abortion and she get it anyway.
Okay.
And then she's not looked at as a villain. The thing is, oh, she just wasn't ready. Well, why can't that same rule be applied the other way around? It can't be. That's that one double standard that it's never gonna change. It's never gonna change. And I think that's something we just live with. A woman can choose life. We can't. Mm-hmm. We either gotta deal with it. Period. Because no, even if you don't deal with it, you got child support, got jail, you got scrutiny, you got drama. Like it can literally ruin a man's life. Ruin.
I know men that try to get women pregnant too.
For sure. Hell yeah, that exists. But she still can decide whether she want to keep it or not.
Okay.
She still get rid of that shit. Pop that abortion pill, that Plan B. Soon as that nut come, you Plan B, nigga. Now y'all got that. I'm gonna say this: birth control was created for the wrong people. Birth control should have never been created for women. Birth control should be created for men, because we're the ones who get you pregnant. Like the only thing we got is condoms. We don't got nothing else. There should be depot shots.
You can get a hysterectomy. Is it hysterectomy?
A vasectomy. But that means you can't have kids. Period. Right, but there's no birth control for us. We the one. Why would there be birth control for y'all and not for us? Birth control shouldn't exist for women. It should exist for men.
Because the woman has to carry them in their womb. So
right, but we make it.
Womb from being fertile.
Without no sperm, you ain't having no baby.
You should be a scientist. Maybe you'll be a billionaire.
They said it's supposed to be a birth control pill dropping for men this year.
You gonna take it?
No, hell no. I'm vasectomy time.
Right now?
Yes.
Not yet, but coming.
Oh, I'm snipping out. Fuck you mean? Like,
he said I had enough.
You ever having kids?
You
want kids?
I have a dog, so I do have a kid.
Then when people say that shit is so crazy.
Y'all know, follow her. It's Who Is Jordan. But
what kind of dog you got?
She's a mix. I don't even know how to describe her.
You're a mutt.
I don't like the word mutt. She's mixed.
With what?
She's mixed with love.
With what? What is her?
With love.
You don't even know what kind of dog you got.
I don't know what kind of dog I have. But I adopted her.
That's even more why it's a mutt.
Listen, but look, she looks like a mini lab. You've seen her. I post her.
I probably did see her.
You have seen her.
You rescued her?
I did rescue her.
And she was free? Definitely a mutt.
She wasn't free, first of all.
Dog.
I paid $130 for her, actually. They make you pay real rates. No, I haven't seen your dog. But we talk about my dog. My dog is treated like a human. She's an emotional support animal.
I have a designer
She's treated
dog.
like a human. So I understand at least that aspect. I told you she a fucking Capricorn or a Sagittarius. She's a brat.
So she's the worst sign and she's a mutt.
It's not an insult to be a mutt.
And she's free.
She was not free. I paid for her.
Okay.
I didn't pay top dollar, but I paid. Okay. I paid top dollar now. I fucking buy her outfits and shit. She matches every year on Halloween with me. You
can't even Google what kind of outfits fit her because you don't know what kind of dog she is.
Yeah, I do. Fuck you. She's a medium.
She's like a fucking African American. She don't know what country
she has the same fucking breed or the build as a beagle.
Oh, so she's little.
She's little. Yeah. She's 30 pounds. You want to see her? Watch. She got an Instagram, y'all. __ who is Jordan with a Y because she's a baby girl.
I guess she kind of cute.
She is cute. I said she went viral though. Watch. Look. My baby went viral, just so y'all know. I was very proud of her. I'm like, God damn, she went viral before me. Oh, where is it?
You see my guys?
Look at my baby.
I don't have my guys before. Look.
She's just different.
It's a damn shame. Look at my guys.
They are cute though. You breeding them?
Frenchies? Nah.
No. Well, look. Well, you just happen to have them. They're babies though.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Louis not. Louis big.
But I mean, you're still your babies.
Yeah.
Either way,
for
you
sure.
gotta take care of them.
I don't play about the Frenchies, but
at the end of the day, if you choose to be a parent or you do things that you're gonna be a parent, you gotta take care of it and you gotta take responsibility for it.
right.
Now, I'm not saying that it's unfair completely for men. Like sometimes you just have a drunk night where you're like, oh shit, you actually come. And you tell the woman, hey, take a plan B. And they're like, yeah, I'm going to take a plan B. And they're like, actually, fuck you, I'm not taking a plan B.
But you know what too? You know what too though? Like, you know what too though? Some women be lying. Some women be lying. Some women like I'm on birth control. They be lying.
I actually am not going to lie. I've lied about being on birth control. And I really don't know why.
Because you just wanted a nigga nut on you?
No. They didn't even nut on me. I don't know why I lied. I lied for no reason because I felt... I don't know why. Listen,
you can't tell a man. If you tell a man
I had no reason to lie.
If you tell a man you're on birth control,
wasn't even nothing like
he's
that.
nutting you immediately. Like he's nutting you. What you talking about? You birth control?
He didn't though. It was like a random thing. I think it was just a paranoia.
I done went crazy.
But hey, I don't got no kids.
There you go.
So it is what it is. Whatever. Hey, same end goal. We're safe out here. But that was the episode, y'all. Thank you, Dirt, for stopping by. You feel me? Like we in it.
Always a vibe.
I even had
Always
him.
a vibe.
You got some wine. Y'all didn't see off camera, but he got some wine. Cheers me. We in there. Sorry if I offend you. Dirt, tell them how the fuck they can reach you.
Fuck with me. Instagram, you can find me at Will Mills, WILMILZ. TikTok, King Dirtbag 718. Follow the podcast, the All Jokes Aside podcast on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes. Yeah, and just look out for me. I'm touring, doing comedy everywhere. Listen, if you know this voice probably sound familiar. Probably heard it on a couple of commercials. But I'm outside, so fuck with me.
Fuck with him. You know, all jokes aside, we've featured on it and we've shouted it out. We love it.
Yes.
We fuck with Dirt. Dirt is an amazing comedian, and you know what to do. Check out Sorry If I Offend You, www.sorryifioffendyou.shop, and check us out on YouTube. All that good shit. And until next week, peace.
Peace.
I don't gotta have no comeback. I don't argue. Fucking kill him dead. Fuck it, buy a bitch a wig. Fuck his bitch, I love to see it.